Alrighty. Hello everyone, we are holding turn of by Seif Hay. We've covered the fact that there is Malchus Kedusha gives life to all the lowest regions, lowest madrigas, even people who are steeped inside a star, concealment within a concealment. And the tzaddik, who is b'chinas Malchus Kedusha, his business is to discover all the stories and to gather all the holy sparks, the sparks of holiness that fell to these very, very low places, and turn them into Torah. We also talked on the fact last week that Keneged the Malchus Kedusha, parallel to Malchus Kedusha, actually the way it works is that in the Kedusha you start from Keser, Chochmah, and Bina. Then you go Chesed, Gvura, Tiferes, Netzach, Hagos, and Malchus. That's in the Kedusha. When it goes down to the Sitra Achra, to the Tumah, it's upside down. Malchus is the highest. Then there is Yesod after Bina. Then there's Hod, and there's Netzach, etc. All the way. So the Keser of the Tumah is the lowest one of them all. In the Kedusha, the Keser is the highest, but it represents the Rotzen. It represents the will to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. In the level of Keser, it's still uncloaked any chokhmah, any bina, any kind of, human intellect and foibles. It's just clear will, clear rotzen. Only. This is in the Kedusha, that's the highest madriga there is. In Tumah, it's exactly the opposite. The Ratzon of Tumah, that's the lowest madriga there is. That's the madriga of Amalek. Amalek, even though he doesn't get any kind of benefit, going against the Kodesh Baruch Hu, I mean, come on. Never that, it once. It once. It's just once. Why? Because. Why? Because. What do you want? Because. That's why Chazal said it. Azus, freshness, boldness, constitutes Malchusa Belotaga. It's a kingdom, it's a kingship without a crown. Meaning, why are you a melech? Because I want. Usually a melech is somebody that gets a crown. A crown is something which is given from beyond, from above. The crown is above the head. Why is a melech melech? Because he was crowned. No. He said, the crown didn't put a crown on his head. They crowned him as a king. It was okay, he's a king. But Azus, a dictator, a despot. Why does he rule? because he wants to. This is Az Ponim Legehenim. Azus, Az Ponim, goes to Gehenim. Why do you want to swallow up the entire world? Because I want it. Because I want it. It's the hepech of Kesed Kedusha that I want to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Well, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu says so. It's the opposite of I. But there's also Azus the Kedusha. It says the Mishnah Torah Israel, the only reason why Am Yisrael got the Torah, at the fiercest, at the boldest of all the nations. What is, okay, we understand what is boldness, the Tumah, I understand that. In Azpana. What is Azus the Kedusha? What does it mean? It says, Bosh Ponim Leganeden. It says Az Ponim Legehenim. And and Bosh Ponim, so that the bushes, is a Baishon, it goes to Ben Eden. So where does Azus the Kedusha come in here? To the point that you can't serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu without Azus the Kedusha. So comes the question, what's the difference between Azus Sidrach and Azus the Kedusha? The answer is, I want to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I want to get close to Him, even though I have absolutely no right. I don't deserve it at all. As Ponim the Tumah, as is the Tumah, why do you want it? Because I want it. Not because I deserve it, I don't deserve it, I don't care, I want it. Same thing that happened in Avodas Hashem. Azus the Kedusha is, I want to serve Hashem, to get close to Him, to do tshuva, even though I totally don't deserve it. Anybody who wants to do tshuva.
Audacity?
Yeah, audacity, yeah. Very good. Azus is audacity. Audacity, that's it. You show him.
Only chutzpah.
Yeah. It's a chutzpah, holy chutzpah. Whenever a person is called, anybody who justifies himself below, justify upon him the judgment from above. Rinu explains that, obviously the pshat, anybody says me, it's all your fault, nothing to do with me. Okay, the person justifies himself and says it's not my fault. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see that. But Rabbeinu says that this is also true when a person matzdik is atzma. He becomes a tzaddik. He wants to get closer to the Baruch Hu. Matzdikim alav sadin milamala. Then justify the judgment upon him from above. What they do is the person wants, okay, from now on I'm going to be a good boy. Give me Gan Eden. Hello? I'm waiting. So let's open up the books. Say, what's the story with you? Where have you been? What have you done? What have you watched? What did you think? What did you say? Oh. One of those, huh? And they come out and say, we can't allow this bandit to come and crash into the Kedusha. Like, what did they even tell me? Where was he? So what they do is, Baruch Hu is Ohev Mishpat, it says, he loves justice. So, he has to judge the person. He has to, Al-Pidin, he's not wrong. He's not fit. Doesn't deserve. to bring him close. So Rabbeinu says, but the love that the Kadosh Baruch Hu has for his soul is greater than the love that Kadosh Baruch Hu has for the trait of justice. So what Kadosh Baruch Hu does? Kadosh Baruch Hu, when a person wants to come close, they bring menias, obstacles that stand on the person's way. And the Kadosh Baruch Hu hides himself inside the obstacle. What's the point? The point is that if a person will see the obstacle and go, whoa, I didn't bargain for that. It's too much work. And he goes back, okay, that's a judgment. You didn't deserve and you were pushed away. But if a person sees the obstacle and he realizes, why am I getting obstacles? I get obstacles because then they've done that. So the person gets heartbroken and he realizes, listen, of course I have to go through obstacles. I know what I did. And Dafka, this obstacle, if a person overcomes those obstacles, then you're able to enter to the Kedusha. There's also an extra chesed that Kadosh Baruch Hu does with the person when he puts the miniyah in front of him. Because when a person wants to serve Kadosh Baruch Hu, he never really knows with what. What should I do first? What should I put my attention to, pay my attention first? What's the main thing? What's the ikr? So, Kadosh Baruch Hu is mazmin to this person a miniyah. Want to do it and doesn't go. You want to do it, you want to get close to Hashem, but it doesn't go. So this is where you're supposed to effort. Where it doesn't go.
You have to find the zikr.
The ikr is where it doesn't go. You're trying and it doesn't go. You have problem waking up in the morning. You have problems maybe, be mechavim with tefillah. You have wherever the problem is, this is where you're supposed to put your attention. The problem is the indication of where you're supposed to pay attention. Where you're supposed to be with nefesh. In Torah to sign, I think, Rabbeinu says that where does a tzaddik has to be inspired with the most mysterious nefesh? Tzaddik davens. Where is he supposed to put his entire mysterious nefesh onto? So the Rabbeinu says where he gets machshavas zorus.
Yes.
When he has, machshavas zorus. When the stray thoughts come into his head. In davening, this is when it's supposed to be also nefesh.
Like while he's davening, different things come into his head.
That's right.
So he has to work on
That's what he's supposed to force himself dafka to daven the
davening.
The chavona.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to stop and grapple with these thoughts. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to push the side and daven with kavana. That's it. That fixes it. The wicked malchus. I know malchus Haman Amalek. Moshe Kosov Reishis Goyim Amalek. Reishis Mishon Rosh, the leader, the head of Goyim is Amalek. That's the malchus Arashah. Zelum is the one parallel to the other. The camp of Kedusha is the one that brings up all the stragglers, all those that fall off. This is the most altruistic of all the camps. Somebody who walks in the rear, to walk in the front, everybody wants. Everybody wants to be a melech. No, of course I don't want to lead you, but it's good for you. That's why I'm leading. It's not that I have a taiva chas v'chalila. Taiva? Come on. We're ridiculous. The only reason why I force myself upon it because it's good for you. Because I have Rahmanas on you. Vote for me. The camp of Dan. That's the camp in the back. There's no COVID in the back. There's only altruistic intention to help those who fall off. Those who have no koyach. That's Machna the Kedusha. And Moshekosov Sov Dover Akol Nishmas Elokim Yirah. Elokim Yirah, this is Malchus. Moshekosov Ilmale Moro Shel Malchus. Shel Malchus the Kedusha Knas Sof Dover, which has a massive Lekol HaMachlis. That's the rear camp that brings up all the stragglers, all those that fall behind. That's Machnedan. Machnedan is the one that was his job, was to gather all those who fell off the wagon. Then is Dan, Shem Din. Din and Malchus Adina, Machnedan. What's that? Din and Malchus Adina. Malchus Yitracha, a massive moment. The Malchus Yitracha, instead of collecting people, instead of collecting the shamas, instead of collecting people that need help, the Malchus Yitracha collects money. What is to collect money? What good is collecting money for? The answer is the Malchus Yitracha is hell-bent on keeping all the neshamas that fell into its domain. Given by him. How's it going to keep it by him? He has to offer something. The answer is it offers the illusion of the pleasure of greed, of money. The lifestyle of the rich and famous. Of the rich and famous. I have a yacht. And when the Sitra Achra collects all the money, those who love wealthy people are attracted to wealth, the people that have money. Rabbeinu says because the shorish, money is really the root of the neshamas, of the nefesh. So that's why the nefesh is attracted to its root, to money. Kedusha falls down to this world, becomes physical wealth. Nevertheless, it's magnetic. People are attracted to it. This is how the Machas Rishon keeps all the neshamas, all the nefashos that fell to him. It fell into a storage of a stone. It forgot about Kadosh Baruch Hu. Out of that, absolutely and totally miserable. Yeah, but it's money. That's money. It's only those who have money realize how much money does not fulfill what they want. All those that don't have the money are magnetized to it. Well, baby, if I have that, I'm going to give a lot of stuff. Really?
Isn't one of the 10 Commandments thou shalt not covet neighbor's possessions?
Yeah. The Sachma, got it. But the allure of money, of wealth, you have a lot of tzedakah. What are you talking about? Tamche Oraisa. and a yacht. Yacht Kislev. It's nicht gesteer, you know. By the way, I saw something that Nosson says. It just, you know, in tangents, parentheses, parenthetical. Nosson says something wonderful. I saw in the Likutey Moharan. Nosson says, you know, that money, wealth, and possessions do not follow a person into the grave. But Nosson continues, and he says, neither does poverty and Yisurim. They also don't follow. Is that wonderful? And everybody know, okay, oh, the wealth doesn't, okay, so in the meantime, let me have wealth. Like, well, I'll leave it behind, no problems.
You get other Yisurim done.
Yeah, no, but it's, you know, it's everybody's, it's, you know, everybody, you know, parents, you know, money and wealth don't follow you. But the thing is that people don't remember that Yisurim don't follow either. Poverty doesn't follow a person either. It's just for here. Just a, you know, little spotlight on this, the cooler that people tend to, you know, they think that, poverty will stay with me forever. Or forever will be poor. Or forever I'll suffer. No.
So even in the grave, a person could say that poverty doesn't follow it.
Yeah. Nosson said that. Nosson says, you know, you should know that once you finish this world, you know, whatever it is.
It makes a difference whether it's poverty.
But what about Gilgulim and Tikkunim?
That's something else. What about the Gilgulim and Tikkunim when you have money? Then you don't mention. Then you don't mention. Money, hey, let me have the money. Then we'll worry about Gilgulim and Tikkunim. Why when the kind of poverty? Yeah. What about Gilgulim and Tikkunim when you have poverty? What's the difference? Okay. That's the point is, it's just a chizuk.
What?
It's just a chizuk, you know, the same way that you know that richness and wealth does not follow a person to Olam Haba.
Yeah.
Neither does poverty. Poverty, you're poor now.
Yeah.
A person has a Yisurim. It doesn't want to follow you. It's not going to follow you. Don't worry about it.
There's
Because
Spanish. I used to have a Spanish partner that you see as a special Spanish word that even this comes to that even bad things come to an end, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
In every language they have it. Yeah.
That this will also.
Yeah. They say that in every language they have it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a folkloristic chachma to all the nation of the world. You know, so the sun sets even over the rainiest of days, right? It's everything comes to an end. So why do people are attracted? Because why does Malchus Haman gathers all the wealth? Malchus is because it's afraid. They won't take back all the kedusha that it swallowed, all these nefashos that fell to him to a storage of the Torah. And it's just the holy spark that he possesses. He fell to him, he wants to guard them. How does he guard them? With the magnet of wealth. Look. A Ferrari. Look. A Bentley, a Rolls Royce. Look. I got my private jet. Look. A brick of gold. Look, what are you going to do with a brick of gold? I'm going to eat it. No, you can't eat it. That's why it forces itself and it gathers money. Because the money in the shirish is the sparse of kedusha. These holy sparks are the nefashos that were captured by the Sitra, and they have great trouble getting out of there. Each time they want to get out, he says, "Yeah, but you can make money."
No, this is like the hand in Hashivut Etzlam.
Yes, exactly.
All the success
Exactly.
is with them.
That's right.
The other side.
Exactly right. Exactly right. especially, being that the money itself has its own dusha, governing the law. Shracha overcomes, over these by publishing special magazines for them. Magazines that count who has the most money in the world. Who's number one? Who's number 50? Who's number 175? What's the difference between number 1 and number 500? Both of them won't be able to spend the money in their lifetime, in the children's lifetime, and children's lifetime. So what difference does it make? Yeah. It just shows how incredible I am. How much money I have. It's just a way of keeping score. It's keeping score. Yeah. I'm a millionaire, billionaire, and I'm a trillionaire. Trillionaire. What gonna do? Nothing. Still keeping score. I'm bigger than you.
I fly ships to the moon.
That's right. That's the greed. Tavis Ashiris, she Pinas Malchus. Again, a Molech. That's why a Molech is Malchus. Arashah, that's the wicked Malchus. It chases after Nachnidam, the Malchus the Kedusha. How about the Kedusha? Moshe Kasuv is Zanev Bechak and Shor Machaecha. Molech, he chops off all those who straggle behind you. You're tired, you're exhausted, and you don't fear Hashem. Amalek caught them when they sinned, and the Anon, spit them out. At the end, they walked to the end of the Machna, the end of the camp of Am Yisrael, after the column of cloud, Amud Ha'olam, or behind it. But that's what he said. V'lo yareh Elokim. You don't fear Elokim. Dahainu be'et at the time she'elam koach malchus l'kedusha. A person doesn't possess the koach of malchus l'kedusha, which is b'chinas yareh Elokim. This is when Amalek has, grabs them. When they sin, this is when they grab them. Because they sinned, the Malchus HaRashah had the koyach to overtake them. Malchus HaAmalek or Hipuch, Malchus the Kedusha. It's the opposite of Malchus the Kedusha. Malchus the Kedusha, the rulership of the Kedusha, B'chinas Me'asif, B'chol HaMalchus the Kedusha. The one that has Rachmanis and brings up all those that fell off the wagon, or those that fell off the Malchus the Kedusha. Malchus HaAmon is fakir. That's the one that traps all those that fell off. Wants to swallow them up. Malchus HaRashah has massive moment. It is Gabetavis moment because it overcomes with greed. The lead boys call on Tzosis Akdusha in order to grab all the holy sparks. When it concludes, no matter what it does, it doesn't work out for the Malchus the Tumah B'chlal. Why? Yes, koyach b'malchus the Kedusha. There's a koyach in the Malchus the Kedusha. Shubchinas Mordechai. That's a tzaddik that has a Malchus as the Menshala. Avodas Hashem. L'otzi meitoi kol hamamon, to get all the money out of it. And all the holy sparks that it has swallowed. How? Because it's mamshich das, as we said. Therefore, he reveals the Astor, and then the Astor becomes das. In the same way, the same koyach that he has to overcome and to flip over all the Astors to become das, he also takes all the shiras. It turns into das and makes stir out of it. I just saw that Rav Yehuda Be'eri, the Shrav from Rishon Tzir, called the Yanuka, they call it. Where he spoke about the Indian that the tzaddikim are all those that enter Avodas Hashem from the gate of Yira. The gate of Yira means that I don't do it because I want to get something out of it. I do it because Hashem said to do it. That is the gate of Yira. Gate of Yira. Of awe, fear, reverence. Here's Hashem. When a person goes in from that gate, a person enters Avodas Hashem through the gate of Yira. He has koyach, no matter, if he really renews himself all the time, he has koyach to overcome no matter what, everything. Because the answer is like this, all the midos work, basically at all time. When a person loves something, he keeps on, being attracted to the subject of his love. If you like steak, so you want to eat more steak. Okay. Where by Yira, when a person is afraid of something, after a while he gets used to it. He's not afraid of it anymore. In order to keep on renewing oneself, Yira, for a person to keep on Yira, keep on fearing, he has to renew himself in the speed of Yira. He has to get into Yira again and again and again. That's a difference between Yireh Elokim that we mentioned over here. That you fear Hashem. You do whatever it is that you do, because Hashem said to do it. That's it. For no other reason. Hashem can, Elohim Acharim, which is Malchus Tzva'achra. They do whatever they do, they adhere themselves to their getchkis to get something out of it, to get covered, to get ashpos, even to get asogas, to get harmony, nirvana, it's kind of a madregas, asogas, whatever it is. They don't do it because Baruch Hu says do it. That's it. Anybody, that's why for tzaddikim, this union of covered and memshala and rulership doesn't mean anything. Only in this world. Anybody that thinks that things that matter in this world, B'chlal, has any kind of value. These people are susceptible to cover, to greed, to whatever. But somebody who enters, who's real king, who's looking, who wants to do whatever it is that he needs to do because of Kadosh Baruch Hu said I should do it. So such a person will not, he won't suffer from greed, or won't suffer from Taivas covered, or Tavis Negidus, Ashiras, control over people. Doesn't mean anything. Like we said, such a person is that, tzaddikim, they have Yom HaMisa before their eyes, the last day before their eyes, all their life.
Long of what?
The day of death.
The day of death.
Yeah, that is in front of their eyes all their lives. They know. As Nelson says, I mentioned the last time, it's a letter that he wrote. Nelson wrote to his son, and he said, his son wrote him, the trouble that he has in the way and thoughts and problems and years and so forth and so on. And also the problem that he had in Parnassa, family problems. His son got divorced, all kinds of problems that that he had, paying rent. You know how it is. So Nelson told him, from the day I exist until today, every single day, I had exactly the same problems as you do. Every day of my life. Parnassa, with this, that, Ruchnias, Gashmias, nonstop. And Nelson writes to his son, because his son complained about it. So Nelson writes him a letter and says, everything you're complaining about, I had every single day of my life. And he said, every single day I didn't know if I'm going to turn right or left. I had no idea where I'm going to get the money from. I had no idea what I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it that way. I had no announcement. And because God would help me at the last moment, each time. And he says, in the meantime, while this is going on, a person davens, a person learns, and a person is busy speaking to friends, and a person, is also parnasa or whatever it is. In the meantime, the days are just flying by. And he says, and there's nothing is left. The only thing that we have is that we are relying on the koyach of Baal HaKoyach, Rabbeinu HaKadosh, that there's no greater force in the universe than that. She'en l'mal mimenu. The most powerful force in the world, in existence, is the koyach of the tzaddik. It's more powerful than all the supernovas put together, all the gravity of all the mass in the world, all this, the hydrogen explosions in the sun. The koyach of the tzaddik is more powerful than all the forces in creation. Baruch Hashem. We were zoche today to speak about Yeshalayim, to speak about tzaddikim, to speak about Machne Dan, the folly of Malchus HaMolech. And another day's passed. I mean, just 5 minutes ago was last Thursday. Not even 5 minutes ago was last Thursday. It's already Thursday. The blink is going to be next Thursday. Shem Yazor B'ezrat Hashem. We're in good hands. We're in good hands. Also, we're in good hands. The main thing is Ratzon. Rabbeinu says the main thing is you want. You want. You want. You want to serve Hashem. You want.
Number one, yeah.
It's Ratzon. You want. He says in the meantime, he says you as if you daven, you as if you learn, you as if you, because just in the meantime, the main thing is you want.
Is you want?
You want.
What do you mean you want?
You want to serve Hashem. You want to learn Torah. You want to be Mekayim. You want.
Yeah.
You have the will.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you're learning. That's called learning. Sort of learning.
Yeah.
You're davening. You call that davening? No, you're sort of davening. Mekayim mitzvahs. You call this God? You're sort of Mekayim mitzvahs. In the meantime, but the main thing is you have the will all the time. That is. And the Rebbeinu says you have to exercise. Exercise the rotzim. Want more and more and more. All the time, every single day, you have to be mechadish the rotzim. Chadish v'tuv v'maseh v'reishis. Posech es yadecha. Right? U'masbiach lechol chayvat. Rotzim. Rotzin is the real currency of creation. As a currency of a yid is a rotzin. He wants to build a breast of shul. How are you going to bring this of shul? Are you kidding me? Nobody wants to give money for this. How do you build it? With rotzin. So should help us with that Hashem. Have a good Shabbos. Parshas Ba'aloischa, Baruch Hashem. Also, Pnei Noira, Yerush, Nerois. And Hashem, continuing with Hashem next week with all of us, Briim, V'Shleimim, V'Smeichim, V'Teiva, Hashem. All two, Zech Gula Shleimo. Give him Shech Tzidken with Hashem soon and later. All.